I'm Lance Corporal Emmanuel Necochea, and this is your Marine Corps Installations West Regional Roundup. February 29th to March 4th, Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton hosts the Marine Corps Installations Command Senior Leadership Summit and the Installations and Logistics Board. The Senior Leaders Summit is a gathering of Marine Corps Installations leaders to discuss the future of the Marine Corps Installation Strategic Plan out to 2030. The Installation and Logistics Board is a gathering of Marine Corps installations and logistics leaders, including regional Marine Corps installations commanders, to discuss Marine Corps logistics equities, practices, and policies. On March 1st, Dr. Bennett Omalu, a neuropathologist known for his work with chronic traumatic encephalopathy, also known as CTE, visits Wounded Warrior Battalion West.
Sometimes I've thought to myself, what can I do to change the world? There is nothing I can do, no. All I could do is one day at a time, one step at a time, one person at a time.
On March 3rd, Marine Corps Installations West hosts the Western Division matches at Camp Horner Range aboard Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton.
The stuff you learn here will build upon what you've learned in boot camp or do with your unit and just make you a much better, well-rounded team with the instruction from the shooting team and the staff here. Just a whole different level of shooting. And then, of course, the camaraderie, especially on a day like today, which is team day, really brings everyone together. And, of course, the Marine Corps always being competitive at heart, it really brings it out today.
Also on March 3rd, NBC News covers the battle-colored detachment's performance at Marine Corps Air Station Yuma.
And the color guard. The individuals selected are distinguished Marines that have gone through auditions to be a part of the elite group. The performances are aimed to inspire, entertain, and motivate the general public and to pass along the traditions of the discipline these individuals have to learn and go through.
On March 11th, NBC 7 News covers Marine Corps Air Station Miramar returning bikes to local riders after the bikes were confiscated by Marine Corps Air Station Miramar officials for trespassing.
Criminal charges and give back these 5 bikes.
So they don't have to go to court, there's no conviction, there's no civil suit, and the exchange is a promise not to sue.
Back live in Sycamore Canyon, a beautiful day. These trails, however, like we mentioned, they wind onto federal property, and all of this is good news for those 5 who hired the attorney, but there are still at least 40 bikes the Marines are still holding, and many of those owners remain extremely frustrated. Some have hired lawyers and expect a similar deal. Also, the Marines want others to contact base officials if they want part of that deal. And for information, contact information to reach that source on base, just go to our website at NBC7.com and search mountain bikes. Live in Sycamore Canyon, RDO Hayden, NBC7.
Thanks.
On March 16th, CBS News covers the dangers of operating laser pointers at Marine Corps Air Station Yuma.
Experts say this can also lead to devastating effects.
Pointer lasers can be bought almost anywhere as tools or toys, but the simple gadget, if used, can cause some major issues. Captain Jose Negrete says people shouldn't point lasers at aircraft, period.
I have several aircraft that are going to be flying pretty much throughout the entire day and night, conducting WTI operations. With that, you have an increase in potential for accidents, especially if you have someone out in the community pointing lasers at our pilots.
Lieutenant Jacqueline Miller, who works alongside pilots, says lasers can dramatically affect a pilot's vision.
Problem with it is that, especially if they're flying at night, is that just like flipping on a light inside your house after you have gotten used to it being dark in your house, it will cause you to be instantaneously, for a moment or two, blinded.
Miller says there has been peak in reported lasers being pointed at military and commercial aircraft, and the military is taking the issue very serious.
On March 21st, Military.com covers the Marine Corps Air Ground Center 29 Palms and their plans to postpone the movement of 1,185 tortoises off prospective combat training grounds until wildlife agencies can determine whether the plan complies with the Endangered Species Act. Once the plan is cleared, the Marine Corps will spend $50 million over the next 3 decades to relocate, monitor, and research desert tortoises that currently reside on land where Marines will be training. Again on March 16th, The Vegas Rollers RV Group visits Marine Corps Logistics Base, Barstow. Marines gave the Vegas Rollers the opportunity to explore a Humvee during the visit and a tour of the production plant, mounted color guard stables, and the Railway Operations Center. On March 19th, Marine Corps Installations West Public Affairs highlights Women's History Month.
Because of all the women before me, I've had a lifetime of accomplishments, especially in the Marine Corps. You know, I always strived for the best, and I never settled for bare minimum. I always wanted the best PFT, the best CFT. I wanted to be that black belt. I wanted to be the McQuist instructor, and I sought it out, and you know, I didn't stop till I got it. I went to the drill field. Down there, it was a difficult duty, but again, looking back and knowing all of those women that have gone through it, all the women who, weren't even supposed to be drill instructors, the brand new ones that were there, and then to be at the point that we were at, and how important our role is, especially for young female Marines. I pushed myself every day to make sure that, I went in there, I did what I had to do to mold the next generation of female Marine. There's so many options out there. There's so many opportunities, because not every little girl's gonna grow up to be a Marine. Careers that women can achieve are endless. They can do whatever they want. As long as their heart's in it, their mind's in it, and they set that goal, they can accomplish anything. Anything from, astronaut, teacher, engineer, pilot. The options and the opportunities get bigger, and it's pretty amazing what women have done, where we're at now, and there's no stopping.
On March 21st, NBC News covered the Battle Color Detachment's performance at Marine Corps Air Station Miramar.
This is Defense Department video of their performance here at NCAS Miramar on March 11th. The detachment consists of the U.S. Marine Drum and Bugle Corps, the Silent Drill Platoon, and the official color guard of the Marine Corps. Their performance celebrates the pride, professionalism, and esprit de corps of the U.S. Marines. While commonly seen performing in the Washington, D.C. area, for a lot of Miramar-based Marines, seeing their performance was a first.
On March 30th, Marine Corps Installations West Public Affairs features the mission and capabilities of Marine Corps Air Station Camp Pendleton.
Well, Marine Corps Air Station Camp Pendleton is here to support really 1st Marine Expeditionary Force and then attendants aboard the air station, provide them the facility to prepare for war, prepare for combat, and train out this facility. I think what makes this air station really unique, you think about Camp Pendleton, the base, and how important it is to both the nation and the Marine Corps to train and prepare 1MEF for future contingencies. This air station built in 1942, which is kind of a key date. It's sort of the same year that Camp Pendleton came alive. So I think it sort of demonstrates how important the air station is, both the Camp Pendleton to the Marine Corps, because it's been here since the existence of the base. So it's really here as part of a bigger organic structure that supports both the tenant, the larger tenant aboard Camp Pendleton, but also obviously the base itself and operate and function and provide the venue for our Marines to train.
Capable of housing up to 200 aircraft on its flight line, it takes over 3,500 Marines and civilian employees working together to keep operations aboard the air station running smoothly. Over the years, Marine Corps Air Station Camp Pendleton has gone through many different changes, the most recent of which involved the opening of Hangar 6, a newly renovated hangar capable of housing 6 MV-22 Ospreys. But before these birds can fly, everything starts with the guys on the ground.
Maintenance admin, as most shops call us, we're basically in charge of tracking all the aircraft components that are installed on aircraft, making sure that any inspections that are coming up or need to be activated are, so that our maintainers know they need to inspect something, remove and replace something, or anything like that.
Tons and tons of hours of maintenance that go into every single flight hour. So all of the maintenance personnel downstairs support the mission so that we can go out and support the guys on the ground.
No matter the aircraft, maintenance will ensure they're ready to fly.
Flying is just awesome. Obviously we put a lot of time and effort outside of flying into going out and completing missions. So for every hour of flight time, we probably put at least 2 hours of planning into and studying to go do whatever the mission is. So I'd say that the actual time that we spend flying is obviously the most exciting, most fun part of every day that we're here.
Maintenance and pilots put the birds in the air, but air traffic control is crucial to coordinating their movements.
Movement is everything. We don't want two aircraft to be in the same place at the same time. We're basically the people that keep everything flowing smoothly. You have people that need to go places, and we're the people that make sure that they get there.
Everyone must work together to maintain the air station's continuous operations.
We're here to support the operator. If there's no aircraft in the flight line, if there's no Marine aircraft group flying, and we don't operate as an air station, that's what we're here for, to support them. Absent then, our function and purpose kind of goes away. The reality is our day in and day out job is to support that Marine aircraft group.